The fall of the Berlin Wall, a defining moment in world history. The fall of the Berlin Wall on November 9, 1989, marked a pivotal moment in world history, symbolizing the end of the Cold War and the beginning of a new era of European unity and democratic governance. This event was the culmination of a series of political, social, and economic developments that had been unfolding for decades. This paper explores the historical context leading up to the fall of the Berlin Wall, the events of that fateful night, and the profound impact the wall's collapse had on Germany and the world. The Berlin Wall was erected in 1961 by the German Democratic Republic, commonly known as East Germany, to prevent East Germans from fleeing to the West. It became the most iconic symbol of the Cold War, representing the ideological divide between the Communist East and the Democratic West. Following World War II, Germany was divided into East and West, with the Soviet Union controlling the East and the United States, Britain and France controlling the West. Berlin, though located in East Germany, was also divided. Cold War tensions escalated, leading to the construction of the wall to halt the mass exodus from East to West Berlin. While West Germany experienced rapid economic growth and prosperity, East Germany faced economic stagnation and shortages. The stark contrast in living conditions led many East Germans to seek better opportunities in the West, prompting the GDR to erect the wall. The GDR was characterized by a repressive regime that curtailed freedoms and suppressed dissent. The Stasi, East Germany's secret police, maintained tight control over the population, further fueling the desire among East Germans to escape to the West. Several key events and movements in the late 1980s set the stage for the fall of the Berlin Wall. Mikhail Gorbachev, who became the leader of the Soviet Union in 1985, introduced the policies of Glasnost, openness, and Perestroika, restructuring. These reforms aimed to modernize the Soviet economy and make the government more transparent, inadvertently encouraging pro-democracy movements throughout Eastern Europe. In East Germany, a series of peaceful protests and demonstrations began to gain momentum during the late 1980s. The Leipzig Monday demonstrations, which started in September 1989, were particularly significant, drawing tens of thousands of participants calling for reform and freedom of movement. In May 1989, Hungary began dismantling its border fence with Austria, effectively opening a hole in the Iron Curtain. This allowed East Germans to escape to the West via Hungary, exacerbating the crisis in East Germany. On the evening of November 9th, GDR official Günter Schabowski mistakenly announced at a press conference that East Germans could immediately cross the border into West Germany. This was meant to be a gradual policy change, but Schabowski's ambiguous wording led many to believe the borders were open. Thousands of East Berliners flocked to the wall, demanding to be let through. Overwhelmed and unsure how to respond, border guards eventually opened the gates, allowing people to pass freely. The joyous scenes of East and West Berliners celebrating together were broadcast around the world. In the following days and weeks, Berliners from both sides began physically dismantling the wall, symbolizing the collapse of the barriers that had divided them for nearly 3 decades. The fall of the Berlin Wall paved the way for the reunification of Germany, which was officially completed on October 3, 1990. This process involved significant political, economic, and social integration challenges, but ultimately resulted in a stronger, unified Germany. The collapse of the wall also signaled the end of the Cold War, leading to the dissolution of the Soviet Union in 1991 and the emergence of newly independent states in Eastern Europe and Central Asia. The wall's fall inspired pro-democracy movements across Eastern Europe, resulting in the overthrow of communist regimes in countries such as Poland, Czechoslovakia, Hungary, and Romania. The reunification of Germany and the end of the Cold War accelerated the process of European integration, culminating in the expansion of the European Union to include many former Eastern Bloc countries. The fall of the Berlin Wall on November 9, 1989, was a watershed moment in world history. It marked the end of an era of division and conflict and the beginning of a new period of unity and democracy. The wall's collapse was the result of complex political, social, and economic factors and had a lasting impact on Germany, Europe, and the world. The legacy of the Berlin Wall continues to remind us of the power of peaceful protest and the enduring human desire for freedom and unity.
Thank you for watching Tell Time Tales. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the bell icon to stay updated with our latest stories. Until next time, keep exploring the past.